The sea did not remember names, only debts. Sailors whispered that long before maps were drawn and kingdoms carved the coasts into borders, there was a stretch of water that refused to be claimed. No flag stayed raised there for long. No compass pointed true. They called it the Hollow Tide, and those who sailed into it were never quite the same again. It began with a ship that should not have existed. On a night when the moon was swallowed by cloud, a lone fishing vessel drifted too far from shore. The crew, 3 brothers hardened by salt and storm, noticed the fog first. Not the ordinary kind that creeps low across the water, but something thicker, alive almost. It moved against the wind. Then they saw the lantern, a faint glow swaying in the distance, too steady to be a star, too low to be anything but another ship. Relief turned quickly into unease. No sails, no sound, no crew calling out. Only that lantern, swinging gently as if held by an invisible hand. Against their better judgment, they followed. What they found should not have floated. The ship was ancient, its wood blackened, its hull scarred by something deeper than storms. Its name had been carved away, clawed out as though the sea itself had tried to erase it. Yet it did not drift. It waited. The eldest brother called out. No answer. The youngest swore he saw movement on deck. But when they drew closer, there was nothing. Still, they boarded. That was their first mistake. The air aboard the ship was wrong. Not stale, preserved, as though time had slowed, thickened, refusing to move forward. Their footsteps echoed too loudly. Their breathing sounded borrowed. And the lantern, now clearly visible, hung from a rusted hook near the mast, burning with a pale, cold light that gave off no warmth. Beneath it lay a compass. The middle brother picked it up. The needle spun wildly, then stopped, not pointing north, pointing down. That was when they heard it. Footsteps, slow, measured, coming from below deck. The eldest reached for his knife. The youngest whispered that they should leave. But curiosity has always been the truest curse of sailors. They descended. Below, the ship revealed its truth. The walls were lined with markings, scratches, symbols, desperate carvings etched by trembling hands. Some looked like maps, others like warnings. And among them, words repeated over and over. It takes what you owe. The sea keeps count. We are the debt. The air grew colder with every step. Then they found the crew, or what remained of them. Not bones, not corpses, shadows, figures pressed against the walls as though trying to escape them. Their forms stretched, twisted, barely human. And yet, they moved, not freely, but enough, as if they were struggling, watching, waiting. The middle brother dropped the compass. The needle still pointed down, and something beneath the floor shifted. The ship groaned, not like wood bending, but like something awakening. The lantern above flickered. The shadows on the walls began to peel away, and from the darkness below, a voice emerged, not loud, but impossibly clear. You came willingly. The eldest demanded to know what this place was. The voice did not answer directly. Instead, it asked, "What have you taken?" The brothers laughed at first. Stolen goods? Smuggled wares? Every sailor had done such things, but the ship did not care for gold. The floor beneath them split open, not into the sea, but into something deeper, darker. And in that darkness, they saw memories, moments they had buried. A man left to drown, promise broken, a brother betrayed. The sea had seen it all, and it had kept count. The youngest tried to run. He never reached the deck. The shadows caught him first, pulling him into the walls where he became another shape among many. His screams swallowed instantly. The middle brother begged. The voice almost sounded amused. "Debt is not forgiven," it said. He vanished next. The eldest was left alone. He stood frozen as the ship began to sink, not into water, but into that endless dark below. The lantern swung wildly now, its light stretching, distorting. The voice spoke one final time. "You may leave." Hope flickered. For now. At dawn, the fishing vessel was found drifting miles from where it should have been. Only one brother remained, He spoke little, aged quickly, and before he died, he told a story no one believed, of a ship that hunts not for treasure, but for balance. They say the hollow tide still shifts across the ocean, never in the same place twice. And sometimes, when the fog rolls in too thick, sailors see a lantern swaying in the distance, waiting, patient, keeping count.